Shut up and sit down.
Well, hello. Welcome to another exciting, thrilling, jam-packed episode of Mornings with Andy. You might be noticing my banner of the lovely Penumbra is not there. That's because it's packed up. Because I'm going to Savannah, Georgia for a convention this weekend, and that lovely lady's going with me. Yo, I travel in style. My boy Dennis is going with me too from the Dennis and Andy show. We're trying to live stream. What's up, party people? Hyper Kaiju, yo, JP Roca into his house. North Free, happy Friday it is. John, what is up? I want those scans. John, I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you in an email. They're not well when I go through them and show them. I think they're pretty high res too from where I got them from. So. Yeah, man, I will send them to you, no problem. Morning, Andrew Taz. So everybody, I've said morning to everybody. Yay. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Housekeeping, you're like, what is housekeeping? What are you going to do, vacuum for us? And if you do, please make sure you're wearing your French maid outfit. That is Christina's job, and she likes to vacuum in the nude. Ew. Here we have Andy Smith's First Man 2 learning curve. It is ticking up there. 213 backers, $13,006. We need to get this baby going higher and higher, straight up and fine. I want to go higher and higher. Hope you have flyers with the QR code to your campaign for the show this weekend. I don't, but that is an awesome idea that I might have to get on. Thank you very much for that. Oh my God, dude, you are a genius. So yeah, I might have to get on that. Actually, that is a great idea. Because we have business cards for the Dennis and Andy show with, I'll show you, QR codes right there, so you can scan that baby and go right to our Dennis and Andy show site. So yeah, so that's a fantastic idea that I might have to implement once I'm done streaming. Might have to set that up because I actually bought 2 QR codes and I couldn't just buy one, so I bought 2 and I still have one that I'm allowed to use. So great idea. Thank you very much. So anyhow, guys, I know you all have backed the campaign because you're awesome. But once again, please share it. Sharing is caring. And do that for me. I want to show you something real fast, but you don't need to see me doing a screen change. So I'll do it this way. The magic of changing things. Oh, and I think I might have figured out my little internet issues with the whole Wi-Fi thing that was showing up. So I'm keeping my eye out for the upper left-hand corner to see if that stupid Wi-Fi symbol shows up. So I might have figured out why that was coming up in my settings yesterday as well. I ran a speed test. The speed test came out really good. So we'll see. All right, let me do something here. All right, here, check this out. Yo, check this out. Are we ready? You're like, yeah, it's your trailer. No, this is different. This is a recut that somebody did that Ethan showed me. So let's watch.
Luke Henry, after kicking Monarch's ass to the depths of space, is back on Earth, and now he's looking to save the world from the Fourth World Foundation. Sure, he had help from Penumbra before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. Look at these four people. He's come for the villain known as Adonis. He'll do it. You'll be there. Back to now. First Man 2. Learning.
Whoa, that is just fantastical, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Very nice cut. I was on Ethan's stream, and he's like, hey, man, I want to show the trailer, and I want you to voice over it. And I was like, okay. What's up, Ray Dog? Ray Dog and John Beatty in the house. Epic voiceover finally, yes, if only no echo. I don't think there's an echo on the actual thing. So anyhow, he said, do a voiceover where I play the video, and I did. I had no idea he was going to recut it like that. It's really cool. Guys, sharing is caring, so please share the campaign. I'll even make it easy for you all by doing this. Copy. Okay. Paste. You guys copy and paste that link and share it everywhere in your social media, because at this point, the higher it goes, the more free stuff that comes with the book. All right, let's get back to why we're here today. Reliving Captain America 275, the first issue of Cap I ever bought. I don't remember where I found these scans, but I did find them, and I thought, you know what? I will share them with you people. Nice black and white art scans. Let me get the folder open here. Usually I have this done before I jump on the stream, but today I was running a little behind. It's kind of hectic in the Smith studio with getting ready for a convention and stuff. So let's see, open with. All right, let's do that. Let's the scans aren't as high as resolution as I thought, but they'll be good enough for what we're doing. There is the phenomenal cover to Captain America 275. Right now, John Beatty is watching this going, holy crap, I remember that like it was yesterday. He's thinking to himself, I had jet black hair, just as black as that ink when I slapped the ink on this cover. Who would have known that I collect books that have cover date of November, because that's when I was born that month. And this book has the cover date of November, and I was born on the 5th of November, and it's issue 275. So 5 November, it was meant to be. But I remember walking into the 7-Eleven after school one day, got off the school bus, had a hard day at school. You know how it is. And I walked into 7-Eleven to get myself a Slurpee, play a little Donkey Kong, slap a quarter into Donkey Kong, kick Donkey Kong's ass, because I was good at Donkey Kong back then. Maybe a little Galaga. Also like to play Galaga. Those are the two games at my 7-Eleven. And I looked down at the magazine rack where the comics were. And this cover, it's yellow in the background, and it just jumped out at me. And I was like, oh my God, I got to see what's in this book. And I turned the page to page 1, and holy crap-oly, there it is. Captain America. You know it, love it, real Captain America, you're damn right. Who doesn't love Galaga? I have a little version on my phone. This, I believe, is a nice scan. Oh yeah, look at those sexy ink lines. And I saw this page of him coming through the wall, and I was just like, what am I looking at here? Oh my God, this is gorgeous. I love the way Zek is one of those artists that is so, it's realistic, but it's that stylized realism. Look at that face. He's got the tiny little nose because he's a hero. He's got the big square jaw. John, this actually looks like a pen. Do you remember, if you're still watching, this actually looks like a pen and not a brush. So let me know, big guy. You got some zipatone going. Just gorgeous stuff right here. Look at this. Look at that gorgeous rendering on the leg. I'm sure John's looking at this, cringing, because that's the type of guy John is. Yep, it was a dip pen, a 103. I knew it. Even this rendering, like all this rendering was a 103. Damn you, John Beatty. I hate you even more. And when I say hate, you can substitute that word hate for love. You are my brother from another mother, my older brother in arms. This is just so gorgeous. Damn it. Let's move on. And then we get to this beautiful page here. Actually, let me zoom it back out. I love this page. This was back before comics were full bleed. So you'd get your 11x17 artboard for Marvel Comics. And I remember getting it because when I first started in Marvel, they were still using this brand of paper. Pop culture. Hello. Stuck in traffic on my way to the Missus to go airsoft shooting. Nice. Have a great weekend. You too. John was like, it was the pen Bob McLeod Rubenstein used at the time also. Very flexible. Oh, I remember trying it. It is very flexible, brush-like. I love this page. Great. So back to the paper. The paper is 11x17 that Marvel sends, and it was non-bleed because comics didn't bleed then. Compared to now, you get the 11x17 paper for Marvel or DC or even the stuff you can buy at the store that's blue-lined. It's the same size, but if you were to draw this image area with the border and stuff, it would actually be a tad bit smaller. All this lettering is on the original art, none of that digital crap. I love Mike's composition and layout. He really leads the eye. We're looking here. Cap shoots up to here. We see these guys. Nice framing here. Comes back around. Circular back around to Cap. Look at that arm pointing over to her. Cap is framing her nicely. Her shoulders, angles take us up to here. Slinging his shield on his back like the man that he is. The diagonals of this bring us down to here. Central image of the panel. They're looking at it, framing us up, drives us over to here horizontally. It's looking down at her. Look at this angle here. Brings us right down to Cap's head here. Caps has a nice head tilt. Takes us right off the page. Oh my God, Mike Zeck, you are a lyrical genius, my brother. Deltaverse says, wait, at John Beatty art is the John Beatty? Hell yeah, Deltaverse. Yeah. I seem to know everyone. You know, I throw around, when I meet people for the first time, I usually slap them a $10 bill and say, would you be my friend? And let me tell you, $10 is a good incentive to be a friend. When John Beatty and Billy Ray are in the house, this is what you guys. When I'm in the house, the SJWs do this. Suck it, SJWs. Let's move on to the next page. Oh, these were all by Heritage Auctions, John. That's why these scans are so detailed and so high res. I mean, look at this. John, I will definitely send you those when I'm done on the stream. Right there, that's as full size as these babies go. I'm actually going to get these printed out in black and white, obviously, to have next to my desk. Look at this shot. I mean, Mike Zeck drew heroes that looked like heroes. Here we go. She goes walking off. Got some more zipatone going down. I would love to have seen the pencils of this stuff. That's right, Asylum Studios into his house. What is up, you seem new to the channel, thank you for dropping in. Please go over to YouTube and like, and more importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscriptions are free and painless. So do that, please. Gotta definitely get up some, I'm over 500 now subscribers. Got to keep going. So let's zoom in here. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Look at this. That's a female right there. She has a full bosom. Yes, thank you so much, Bomb. I totally appreciate it. Appreciate it. Mike Zeck is an MF and beast. You're damn right he is. Mike Zeck spotting nice black areas here in the art. Remember, this was back flat color, so you had to really spot some nice blacks and shadows and stuff to get the art to pop. This is gorgeous. You got the Ratman vermin here. I remember as a kid seeing this panel and just loving the inking on this panel. He looks so hairy. There's not really a solid line on his outline. Just gorgeous stuff. Just right here. Look at that. And then, of course, this panel. Nice depth with Cap in the foreground looking into the panel. To push the reader into the panel, you've got this stuff right here pushing you into the panel. So we can see the dude in his hospital bed with his buddy by his side. You got these nice diagonals coming down here, this black shape. Great compositions. That is right, Past Master Dan. Chest full of goodness. When I see a chest like that drawn on a woman, I got to be honest. My first thought is usually, oh yeah, that's what I think. Look at this page. This guy's remembering back to the storyline in the previous issue. You can really admire the lettering. This is hand lettering at its finest. Now I feel kind of like a schmuck because I do not remember who the letterer was on this work. I do have this stuff on my spin rack, so hold on and I'll tell you who the letterer was. Hold on, give me a second. The letterer was, oh yeah, John Morielli, the great John Morielli on lettering. So fantastic stuff there. Beautiful face right here. Those legends, what here? Chest full of goodness. So yes, look at this beautiful face right here. Great subtle lighting right here. Split lighting. Really like the use of Zipatone. John, was the Zipatone you or was it Zeck indicating I'd like to see a zip pattern? I would like to know, and so would the audience watching. So please let us know, John. Great facial expression right here. Nice little flashback of what happened previously. Love this middle panel. One, check this. The position of this head drives you down here. The position of this body and head drives you down here. It creates almost a V shape to go wham, wham, let's focus right here. Love these black shapes back here that Mr. Zeck did. Love, oh, here we go. Zeck would indicate zips with blue pencil or light shading. Awesome. Love this, guys. Look at this right here. No outline inked, and your eye carries it 100% through. And what's really cool about that is it's a foreground object. And when in real life, if you look at something, anything in the foreground and in your peripheral vision is kind of blurry. It has a blur to it. This panel encompasses that so well that when you're looking at the main part of the panel right here, come on now. When you're looking at the main part of the panel, right here, you get that feeling of the blur with your peripheral vision, and part of that is helped out by the fact that there's no ink line right here. And that is awesome. Now, John, here's a question. Was this something you chose to do, or did Mike suggest that somehow in the pencils? See, I love having John here to ask these questions. This I love. If I do own one page of art from an issue of Captain America that Mike and John did, and it's an awesome page, but I would trade it for this page just because of this manly ass figure of Captain America right here. I love, to this day, my favorite way to see the chainmail indication on Captain America is this little bloopiness with the inks. I love that indication of the chainmail underneath the fabric of the costume. I love the wrinkles here. It gives me a very Jack Kirby, Joe Sinnott feel with the wrinkles. Anyhow, we bounce down to here. Beautiful face. Love the stylization of these fingers and stuff. This is stuff that I would love to do. Oh yeah, I should do that. What's up, John Malin? John, would you like to come on the show if I send you a link? That would be me. It's now a Williamson thing. Love his work. So do I. John, I'm going to send you a link. And please, if you would love to join the show, that would be awesome. I can email it to you because I know that's what you prefer. So I'm doing that right now. Maybe you'll join the show and we can talk about this stuff together. So there you got it. Check your email, big guy. I just sent you a link. So join the show. Graphicon says this is definitely not a Rob Liefeld Captain America. Nope. And I will say, and this might surprise some of you guys, I like the Rob Liefeld Captain America. Now, I know there's that big shot with his man boobs. Not that. But his actual Captain America issues, I do kind of like those, to be honest with you. They're fun superhero stuff. But this to me is Captain America. Everybody has their my this, my that, you know. Well, my version of Captain America, some people might say Jack Kirby because that's what they grew up with. Some people might say Sal Buscema because that's what they grew up with. Well, this is my Captain America. When I think Captain America, I think Mike Zeck. So Mike Zeck, John Beatty. Love the stylization of these fingers. Just gorgeous stuff. Here. It's stuff that I wish I could do, but I'm just so stupid anal retentive when it comes to trying to be more realistic, I guess. Bam. Let's cut back to Steve Rogers and his non-Captain America persona. Right here, Steve Rogers doing his thing. Look at that. Nice quiet scene here. Steve, a woman that lives in his apartment complex, and his girlfriend Bernie walking home with groceries. Steve helping a lady out because he would. Great profile here. Strong chin. Gotta love that. She's like, oh my God. And what are we looking at? We're looking at some punks that did a Nazi symbol on her doorway. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of politics that we're putting in comics that everybody can get behind. I don't know anybody that would see this and be like, I don't want this in my comics. No, Captain America fights for America, fights for people, fights for injustice, and this is a huge injustice on this temple, and it's just beautifully done here. Let's get back to this face. This is gorgeous right here. Love the simplicity of this nose, this brushwork in the hair. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Nice shot not too overly detailed. You get the sense of everything. Graphicon says he also fights for slices of apple pie. Well, I mean, I'll fight for a good slice of apple pie. Val, what is up? Thank you for joining. All right, let's go to a different page. Kaboom. Pulling a little tighter here. Once again, I love the way John and Mike and John would spot blacks. You've got some nice shadow work here, nice shadow here. You got this archway, inner shadow framing up this stuff. I like here, instead of doing black down because her hair's black here, John did a tight zip pattern, it looks like right here, a little sliver of zipatone right there, which is very cool. So we did that. This is great stuff. John Malin, if you're still in the house, are you a fan of Mr. Zek's work? Look at this right here, nice zipatone in the foreground to frame up the central image here. You've got this nice black arc here just as a graphic device framing the panel nicely. Look at that Captain America, man. Look at that chin. Here we go, right here. Oh, look at that, North Free, wishing Val good. Love this. Look at the size of this hand. That is a manly hand. That's no realistic hand. Realistic hand covers your face, palm to a little above your eyes. That's realistic hand. This is a hand that will grab your head and palm it like a basketball. Mightiness right here. Look at that. Walking in, it looks like they ransacked the place as well. Love the way, still love the way that Mike, Zek, and John do suits. And I keep putting them together because Mike, and I've seen Mike's pencils on other jobs. I haven't seen the pencils of this, but I've seen his pencils on Punisher and things like that. So I know what Mike's pencils look like when he draws wrinkles, and they're awesome. But I say Mike and John because that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the collaboration between a great penciler and a great inker interpreting the pencils and putting his own style down on them. And the way that John interprets these wrinkles is just fantastic. So Jack Kirby, Joe Sinnott vibe, but still a lot of Mike and John in there as well. Picking stuff up, doing a little cleaning right here. Love it. There's nice lighting on her face. I know Mike was influenced by Wally Wood, and I think he worked with Wally Wood some, if I remember John telling me correctly, and I think Mike might have mentioned it at one point to me. So, working with Wally Wood, I mean, Wally Wood was just the king of like split lighting and doing stuff like this. Here, the hair's all black. But right here, I love how her neck comes down, black shadow under her neck, and you've got some slices of brushwork here for the hair with little bits of white to push it back behind the neck. I mean, this is interpretation by the inker to know what to do to help push the hair back and separate it from the neck. That man worked up a lot of dust on his hands. Look at that dust cloud there. Love it. Love the face, little zip. Interlude number 1. Who is this? This is Zemo. Here's the funny thing. So I bought this book, like I said, when it came out, off the rack. For at least up until about, I'd say 3 years ago, 4 years ago, this was a $1 book. And I know that for a fact because I still had my original copy I bought when it came out, but I was at a convention and I wanted to buy the whole run of Mike Zeck stuff again on Captain America to have for my spinner rack, so I could keep the original issues I got as a kid in my box and have them on my spinner rack. So I did. I bought Mike's whole run of Captain America's again for like $1 a piece, including this issue. This issue now is like $45-50 because of something with Zemo. So that's crazy. And of course, mine isn't in mint condition, but my original one I bought, I did have Mike sign and John sign as well back in the early 90s when I met both those guys. So it might not be mint, but I don't give a crap because I got it signed by my man, Mike Zeck. Dr. Matt says, I was just going through some of my collection, rediscovered Zeck's covers on Azrael. Oh my God, his covers for DC and his Batman covers with the cityscapes that he did for 10 Nights of the Beast were just off the hook. Love the use of Zipatone here. Indicate black and white photo. Cutting Zipatone is no easy task. Great establishing shot of the house or a house. Pierre Garza, thank you for joining on Facebook. If you would be so kind, please bounce over to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It costs you nothing and gains you my love. What more could you ask for than that? Zeck's pencils are just fun to look at. Yeah, I've got some pencils of his somewhere I might have to scan and we can go through his pencils one day. Yes, they brought out the Epic collection of this run, and I did buy it because I've been waiting for it. And here's the funny thing. They stopped the showcase, or not the showcase, but Marvel's essential black and white phone book size collections they did for a while. The last Captain America one they did was the one right before this Epic run, and I was so looking forward to the next essential collection so I could see this Epic run in gorgeous black and white, and they stopped doing it. So now all you can get is the showcase, which I did buy, so I can have that next to my desk and just flip through the whole thing and not have to look through the single issues. But the single issues are on newsprint. You gotta love that. Val says, giving out his love for free today. You're damn right. Every day. Who was the first comic artist that you got a signature from in person? Tom Lyle? Boom. What about that recall? Tom was the first professional comic artist I met when I was like 15 years old. I met him at a con. I still have con sketches of Tom's that I bought back then. I'll have to do a Tom Lyle stream one day in honor of him. He unfortunately passed away 2 years ago at way too young an age. If you want some love from Cecil, it usually costs $15 per gallon. Ew. So we go in to the Nazis with their bastard Hitler back there. Got his little armband. Punks. This dude's just raging, and I love how we go here, and then camera pulls in tighter, head movement. You get a nice feeling of movement from panel to panel. Dude's raging. He's got his hand up, framing Hitler's dumbass back there. But look at that juicy outline. Good God almighty. You don't see outlines like that in comics these days, unless it's in my book, because I still get the juiciness going down. Still get that influence from Mr. Zeck and Beatty in my work with the way I do wrinkles and juiciness. Love the way he does ears, nice cartoony ear, but it just works. Interlude 2 ends. Now we're back. Look at this. Hold on. I didn't mean to zoom in that fast. Got to give you guys 3 nice big panels right here. Good Lord, good God almighty. I just love that stuff so much. It is fantastic. Now I'll zoom in. Look at this. You've got a church here. Once again, just spotting blacks. Your eye is attracted to contrast. So in this panel, the contrast is right here with the black and white shapes. So you're directed to the entrance here. You've got a news van. You've got another car here. I just love the simplicity of these cars. Not a lot of detail because the focus of the panel's here. So you do less detail where you don't want the eye to focus compared to today where these cars would be photographic looking in detail. And, you know, I love the simplicity of these here. So cool. Cut inside. Nice shot here, framing with the news reporters framing up the dude at the podium, talking and stuff. What am I looking at here? Just great. Little cloth hanging down here, probably colored. It looks like the flag, so maybe it was colored that way. I don't have the book right next to me, so I don't recall. Then we get a nice over-the-shoulder type shot to the reporters. Very nice. Once again, look at this gorgeous brushwork for these wrinkles. John is slapping it down, yo. Now this page, I would like to ask John if he's still watching. If John is still watching, I think one of two, well, I think I get the feeling that he might have had help on this page. And what I mean by that is this page gives me more of a Joe Rubinstein feel in the inks than John. Now, I know John learned some stuff from Bob McLeod and Joe Rubinstein, and they all come from that same school. And then, you know, John grew, this was early on again in John's inking career. So John really came into his own later on. But this really gives me the feel of Joe Rubinstein. Basically, they were maybe around together or something, and Joe was like, hey, I'd like to ink a page. Or maybe John was like, hey, I'm in a deadline bind. Joe, could you do it? John, if you're still in the house, let me know, because I'm very curious. I've always wanted to ask that. Some of the feathering and the rendering here looks more like Joe. If this is you inking this page, John, kudos to you, because I really get that feel from it. And Joe is one of my favorite inkers as well. Love the depth here in this panel with her in the foreground, her arm going back behind him, kind of like saying, all right, we're wrapping it up now. Wrapping it up. This dude's face is kick-ass. All these faces are just the expression and emotion on the faces. Then we get this cat here. The rendering in this hair right here and here really looks more Joe Rubinstein to me. Some of this rendering here and stuff does as well. I love this face. This looks more Joe to me as well in the eyes and the nose. So I'm going to go out on a limb. It is. Look at that. John throwing it down. Rubinstein inks on that page. John, do I get a no prize award? And if I do get a no prize award, you know where I live. Feel free to send it to me. John, I sent you a link. If you'd like to join us, click that link. I'll pop you in. We can talk together. If not, you might be busy at home. You might not even be home watching this on your phone. I totally understand. No big deal. But I'm glad you're still in the chat so I can ask those questions and stuff. Do you know why Joe inked this page? Did you just slap it over to him to go, Joe, slap some inks? Or was it a deadline thing? Genuine Comics, what's up, man? Saw you yesterday. North Free says, good call. Hyper Kaiju, I'm glad I'm not the only one who notices that. It always sticks out to me. Let's see. Let me blow this up. Nice storytelling page here. Remember, back in the day, Steve Rogers was an artist. I don't know how many people knew that. This is Big John. Look at these brush strokes on this portfolio here. Nice brushy work here. It's coming in. He's like, check these illustrations out. This dude must love what he's seeing. He's goozing. He's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Love the cartoon bushes back here, or tree plant in the guy's office. This is how I still render trees and leaves and stuff. Just indicate it. You can see some whiteout if you get really zoomed in on the page for John doing some whiteout to pop leaves as well. You got whiteout cutting through these shine lines on the glass. Love that stuff. Can't remember that long ago. I hear you, brother. I can't remember from a few weeks ago. All right, John, here's one for you. Zipatone pattern back here, or did you actually ink all that texture? So zip or ink? I can see some whiteout cutting through here. So let me know. Inspiring minds, curious minds want to know. Dude rips up his own artwork. Who the hell would do that? I would. I've ripped up artwork before. Not ashamed to say it. He's like, I'm out of here. I don't like what you're selling, buddy. Here's something that's weird to me, and I could really be off base with this. I don't know where Brett Breeding was at the time. What's Ronald Shaw saying? Captain America was my favorite character. Yep, I hear you. I didn't know Steve. Yeah, he was. He was an artist. He had a drafting table in his apartment. John, maybe it's just me. This gives me a Brett Breeding vibe on the face and the fingers, and even like this hand and some of this face. Not this face, but this face for some reason gives me a Brett Breeding vibe. I'm not sure I even inked that page. I was thinking it was some of this. Looks like Brett Breeding. This kind of does too, but I thought for sure. No, now this is actually, these muscles right here give me a Brett Breeding vibe as well, actually, now that I look at it. So do these little tick marks, because I don't believe you did tick marks like this. Maybe this was Brett Breeding. Brett's another inker whose work I love. I have a page of his inked over Dan Jurgens. Did you say you ripped up art before? Yeah, I sure have. Probably Deadline. Yeah. Hey, Shanth is in the house. Love Heritage. So do I. I've got some great Bern Hogarth black and white Tarzan pages from Heritage Auction that you can just blow up on and see all the brushwork detail. I love Heritage for this. So somebody was selling this whole issue at one point. Shanth, I sent you a message on Instagram. Check it out. I think you were the one that edited my video for Ethan with my voiceover. If so, if you could send me that, I'd love to put it up on my campaign page. And if I'm 100% wrong about it, well, then just ignore it. What page number is this? Page 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, man. This is comics. I like 4 to 5 panel pages. I'll be honest. Love this long shot. It's in a park. You don't need to be drawing buildings back here and crap. Look at these people. This is like an offshoot of Joe Kubert people. Joe Kubert, I think, indicates people in long shots the best. And right here, you've got Zek doing his own little people, indicating a crowd. No faces need to be drawn. These are small. This thing's going to be shrunk down. You don't need faces here. That's right. Hyperkaiju says, don't forget to tap that like button. You're right. Oh, and what if I ripped up? I was in the studio drawing a Quasar page back in the day with John, and I was just having a beast of a day. Hated what I was doing. Spent like 6 to 7 hours penciling a page for Quasar, and at the end of the day, ended up picking up the page and just tearing it into pieces, chucking it to the side. And I believe John and I went out and got a beer, and he calmed me down because I was a pissed off person. Looks like Rubenstein. I agree. I was about to say that. Have you ever bought original art of older artists and gave them the Andy Smith ink work? Have I ever bought original artwork of older artists? Have I ever inked other artists before, you mean? Like older stuff? I've blue lined stuff. Like I blue lined over John Byrne. Well, I've inked John Byrne in comics before, but I blue lined to Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Dude, you got to go to Heritage Auctions and look at comic art, and you'll get some high res scans. You might have to create an account, but it's free to do that, and you can just download, right click, download. Anyhow, love this right here. I do think this is Rubenstein as well, John. Just looking at the way he does his outlining and his rendering and stuff. I mean, look, nothing against Rube, but this would be a lot cleaner if you did it, John. So just saying. I did. I inked the John Buscema Captain America breakdown the other day for fun. So look at Bernie. She's like, "Oh, Steve, I love you." You got this guy coming in. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Bernie? Glad you're here." Steve's like, "Whoa, who's this dude touching my lady?" This is the other thing I liked about Zek's work. You're drawing comics, so you can exaggerate things in comics and just mess with stuff. This Captain America figure here, you know, he's Captain America, but he's not drawn the way that Zek drew Captain America in costume. When he drew him in costume, he bulked him up a little bit more. But for superhero comics, it's stylized. He's just drawing him in a suit. Is he a little thinner? Yeah, but he still looks manly and stuff. This is John. Now we're back to some gorgeous John inks. Once again, nothing against other dudes, but just saying. Look at this hair. Oh, gorgeous. Bounce over to here. Love this face of Steve Rogers right here. Love it. Look at this beautiful hair brush. It's got some whiteout sweeping in right here. Love that. Look at this beautiful thin, whap, thick on the bottom of the cheekbone to really show that form. Love the nose outline heavy. Got some nice rendering for the shadow. You've got his lip right here. Love that indication for the lower lip, how it was done back in the day. Strong, massive chin. Just gorgeous. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Just canceled Netflix. Masters of the Universe is absolutely huge disappointment. Completely uninspired. I'm going to watch it. I will not cancel Netflix over it. Just because, you know, I watch a ton of other stuff. My wife does too. Would be awesome to see Andy's interpreting Spider-Man as a ripped beast. I've drawn Spider-Man, dude. I did a fill-in issue of Spider-Man with the Shocker back in the late 90s. I drew 3 issues of Web Spinners starring Spider-Man back in the late 90s. I've done, of course, some Spider-Man. I've drawn some Spider-Man commissions. I do think they, let's see, Cap and Bernie were engaged. I think so. Notice John's pages have more ink, lots of beautiful black ink, powerful. Yep. I think Andy should ink some Ditko. I'd have to get some pencils to Ditko, but it would be fun. What fill-in issue of Spider-Man did you do? You would ask me that. Oh, John Romita Jr. drew the cover. 80-something, I want to say. I honestly don't remember, but John Romita Jr. drew the cover. I'll have to look it up and get back to you. Maybe I don't have scans of those pencils, but I can always scan them from photocopies, and maybe we'll have to do an art retrospective stream of my pencils to the Spider-Man. Anyhow, moving on. Beautiful hair rendering in the hair here. Nice side view facial expression. Then look at this. This is what they're for. They're protesting these Nazi punks in the park. But hey, this is America. You get freedom of speech. If these boneheads want to put on a rally, let them, and then people can show up and protest these idiots. Love the frame job here with the black sign, the crowd being in black here to give a nice framing. The tree here really frames this up nicely. Let's see. Let's zoom in on this. Gotta do it slowly, slowly. There we go. Love it. This is the slick, smooth John Beatty inks right here. Just look at the simplicity on this camera. Once again, we got Bernie. I think this is Josh. Steve looking on. Some Aryan Brotherhood stupid dumbass guy here. Exactly, Nazi pig. I did web spinners 7, 8, and 9, I think. I inked web spinners. I want to say I inked web spinners 4, 5, and 6, maybe. Over Keith Giffen. We need a First Man animated series. Yes, we do. So anyhow, he's riling up the crowd. Shit's about to get real, yo. Oh, yeah. Somebody threw something at the dude. This, I'm almost positive, is Brett Breeding inks. Not Rubenstein, but Brett Breeding. Because the way Brett Breeding does lighting like this when he inks somebody, it's just very, Brett just has a very unique style. And I can definitely tell. North Free says, top 3 most influential inkers to you. Wow. John Beatty's definitely one. Mark Farmer. Joe Sennett. Man, that's just too hard to narrow it down to 3. You know, Terry Austin, Scott Williams, Klaus Janson. Man, I can't narrow it down to 3. So I believe this is Brett Breeding. This really screams of Brett Breeding to me. The way the inks are done here with this dude yelling. Same with this guy. How did that work in comics? Were they allowed to be sold in Germany? That's a very good question. I guess. I don't know. I know Kiss had to change its logo for German release. Oh, really? I did not know that. Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't know. This guy's taking the stage. Fight's about to go down. Interlude. Back to another interlude of Zemo watching what's going on. Then we finally get to see him. This is why this issue is shot up to like $45, $50 in the collector's market. Congrats, John. Andy's blunt, no suck up. No, I don't suck up. I don't have to suck up to John. John knows how much I admire his inks and his work. Love this Arnim Zola here in shadow. Love the black shadow on him and the Zipatone in the background. That's just super cool. Love Zex Tech. Very Wally Wood looking. Let me press a button. Oh, this gloopy thing is coming to life. Very Kirby. Love that. Boom, he busts on out of the containment pod or thing at the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters. Very Kirby. Love it. So Kirby monster from back in the day. We read left to right, so we really get the feeling of it, this monster crashing through. These shield guys are turning like, what the F is going on? Ratman Vermin's like, oh shit, I need to get on out of here. Boom! Big Kirby-esque panel. Wrong way. Big Kirby-esque smash busting through. Vermin's like, I'm free! Free falling! 'Cause I'm free! Free ballin'! I like free balling. That means I'm going commando today. But don't worry. If I stand up, I have shorts on. Is that TMI? All right. Still the interlude. Kirby-esque monster, goop monster raging through the complex, taking out some S.H.I.E.L.D. dudes. Vermin's like, I'm hitching a ride on this cat. Pow pow with his guns. He's falling here. Oh man. Love it. He's like, yo, see, this is pages inked by John. This is very slick, not Brett Breeding. And probably he says, free ball on Friday. You damn right. Kiss doesn't suck. I hope that's not what you're saying, Val. I love Kiss. Hot, hot, hotter than hell. I had that record where on the back of the record, you could cut out a mask to wear for Hotter Than Hell on that album. They're like, what the hell's going on? Uh-oh, smashing through this way. He's like, oh, crap. Love this basic tech. Once again, these wrinkles are just lighting me on fire. Love that stuff. Just the big fat brush strokes for the wrinkles. Now we get the Superman looking type page. Let's go a little bit more. There it is. Oh, we should get you out of here. It's not safe. Bernie's like, oh my God, this is turning into a melee. Look at me throwing down melee. Amazing that Gene Simmons is still around. I wonder what his leg count is now. 20 years ago, he was boasting about 5,000. Can't even count that high. Did all of you hear the new Iron Maiden album? I have not. Oh, got it. Love it. Hear ya. Love this panel. Another page I would die to own. Look at these wrinkles. Pulling that shirt back, showing I am Captain freaking America. I'm going to kick some ass. Boom. Here he comes to save the day. Slinging the shield all the way. His name is Captain America. Captain America. Omnis Press poster 2 downshot was on my wall back in the day. Wish I still had it. Love your inks. Oh, thank you so much. There you go. Yeah, that thing took a while to ink. Love it. Now believe it or not, this page is awesome. And you'd think I'd rather have this page than that shot earlier on in the book of Captain America touching his friend, reaching out to his buddy in the hospital bed. Something about that page I'd rather have, but good Lord, I got to zoom in on this more. This is sweet John Beatty inks right here. Sweetness. Look at that. Gorgeous shot of Captain America. Nice twist. This leg's coming, arm coming forward, opposing leg coming forward. Look at that muscle. Boom. Wham. Very Joe Sinnott-esque. Love it. Leg going back in perspective. Throwing his arm forward. These guys are like, uh-oh. Captain America's here. This dude can't even grow a full mustache. What a pansy-ass puss boy he is. I love how there's no background. Just nice and open for color. You've got the little bit of the crowd here. You don't need a background back here. In this day and age, you'd be called lazy for not drawing a background in this panel. And you know what? F anybody that says they're lazy for this. You don't need it. It would pull focus. We know they're in a park. It's been established many times. No background. You don't need trees and all that garbage back there. This is beautifully done. We've got Captain America over here. John, if you're still in the chat, was this drawn from a plot, the old plot way, where after the writer got the pages back, he did all the scripting? Or was this full script? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was plot style, but I don't know, and I don't want to lay it down for sure. So, John, if you're still watching, let us know if you know. Love this black right here. To frame up the panel, you got some black here for the crowd indication. This is how you do it, folks. Black on the back of these guys. Nice frame job here to frame up our beautiful hero shot of Cap laying down this. Bernie is starting to realize that's weird. What he's saying sounds so familiar, and his jawline looks familiar too. Here we go. John Beatty says, Zeck only works from plots. He won't touch a full script. Bang! That is why Mike Zeck is the effing man. Now, on that note, John, you did do that issue with Mike, that Single Kingdom Come issue with Mike. I don't remember who wrote it, but I remember being around when you inked it. So was that plot as well? I'm guessing it is because that's what you said. But please let us know. I would love to have seen some of the plots. I wonder if Mike still has some of the plots from back in the day. I'd love to see those, to see what he was working from. Very early tells us Spent Cat proposed to Sharon Carter. Oh. Zeck sounds rock and roll. John Beatty, you know it. Mark Waid wrote it. That's right, he did. I'm not sure on that one. Mark Waid did write it. Mark was probably accommodating. He might have wrote it plot style for him. I'd love to see those plots. I wonder if Zek still has them. Might have to shoot Mike an email and ask. Probably doesn't. Love this panel. Another big Mike John Beatty panel. Let's zoom in on this baby. Look at this. Big. He's holding these guys up by the back of their shirts, front of his shirts, like they're little pussy cats. It's like no fighting. This Nazi punk might be a scumbag, but we'll handle it a different way. Then he's like, listen, punk, I'm not letting you off the hook that easy. I will whoop your candy ass. Oh, man. I wonder if DeMatteis does. That's who wrote this stuff. Hold on, let me look. Let me double check. I'll show you the comic in a second. So, yeah, J.M. DeMatteis wrote the stuff. I wonder if he does. I'm going to have to reach out to him to see if he has any of the stuff from back in the day. This is fantastic. Lighting, just gorgeous. Bernie, it's starting to realize, it sounds so familiar. They're coming at Cap. Is that really a smart idea? Is that really a smart idea? Somebody's about to get a whoop down. Oh, yeah, I remember that. First strip was to buy Punisher Limited Series number 2. I had the original 1 through 6 of that limited series. Then I bought the trade paperback and was like, I don't need 1 through 6 anymore. So like a dope, I sold them, and now they're worth money. So that was dumb. Last page of the book. Here we go. It's the revelation. Zoom in on this. He chucks them both. Or actually, he just dodges out of the way. These two dopes go flying off. Cap saying some other fun stuff. Love this crowd here. Nothing back here. You don't need it. You don't need stuff back here to interrupt Cap in his head right here. It would just get cluttered and ugly. This is all you need. And then Sharon's like, oh my God, Steve Rogers is Captain America. Look at John getting all funkified here using whiteout. Let's zoom in tighter. Look at that whiteout John's got going on for the highlights in the hair. Beautiful little piece of Zipatone here. She's got a cute little button nose. Just gorgeous stuff. John's sitting there going, stop saying it's gorgeous. I'm cringing. Zek loves reggae music. I knew that. Oh, God, I really want Wild on Bernie's hair. Yeah, you did. That ink work on the shield is awesome. Yes, it is. Oop. This is great. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic. Got some nice horizontal line Zipatone on it. Oh, man. This is comics, baby. This is comics right here, right now. But let me show you guys, because this is the last issue, so it'll bounce back to the cover. And unfortunately, Heritage Auctions did not have a high-res scan of the cover, so that sucks. But John, I will be sending you all this stuff when I'm off this stream. Let me full screen myself. This is the comic I was looking at. And this is a homage to a Batman cover where Batman was in the foreground and some other people were in the background. And this is a layout homage that Mike did to a Batman cover. I did not realize that when this book came out. I didn't realize it until about 15 years ago when I saw the Batman cover. I don't remember the issue number, or I would show it to you. But another great issue. Yeah, it was Neil Adams Batman cover on purpose. Oh, I know it was on purpose. Yep. Homage to a Neil Adams Batman cover done on purpose, of course. Love it. Love this cover. Look at this splash page. Oh, yes. Gorgeous. Mike knew how to draw the heroes, heroic proportions going on. Is it this book? There's a page in this book. Oh, it's not this one. Hold on, I'm just flipping. Love this stuff. They take Cap Hostage. Love this page. That first panel, I believe, is inked by Klaus. John and I were talking about it in the studio back in the day. And it looks like Klaus inked that first panel of Cap. It's got the Klaus type of line work and rendering. The rest of the page looks like it's inked by John. North Free has a very important question. After going through it, does it hold up? One of your favorites still? Yes. Emphatically, yes. So much that I can't believe I haven't done it yet. I'm going to take that to a print shop, Kinko's, FedEx, whatever, and am going to get photocopies made of the whole issue in black and white so I have them to look at. Yep, I remember the story you told me. So if you guys are wondering again, I already flipped the page. That's a Spider-Man ad. Hold on. Right here, that panel, actually, I think it's just the Cap figure. The Vermin is inked by John, but that Cap figure is inked by Klaus. So, I mean, back in the day, you got these guys that are legends now, just going, hey, show me how you would do this. Hey, show me, let me ink that. I mean, how cool is that? Streams like this make me want to dig. That's what I want to do. I'm so glad I'm going to a convention this weekend. I've got a wish list. Mr. Beatty there informed me of the first job he inked over Zek, and it was at DC Comics on a 8-pager. And that's on my comic book wish list, and I hope to find it at the convention this weekend. So there you go. Great issue. I think this issue ends. Oh, this issue has a backup story drawn by Mike of the Falcon and inked by Rubenstein, but it doesn't have the fantastic last page, so I'm not even going to show it. So that is, what's on my wish list? What is on Andy's wish list? Well, the wish list is quite large. So what I'll show you what I'll tell you is I will tell you that comic that has that Mike Zeck, John Beatty job. So how about I do that? It is Unexpected. I'll show you the cover. Unexpected number 221. It's got a beautiful Joe Kubert cover. That has an 8-page job penciled by Mike Zeck and inked by young John Beatty. Mike or John, didn't you say this was your first work over Mike Zeck published? Please correct me if I'm wrong. But so I'm looking for this at the con this weekend. It is inked. This has a cover by Joe Kubert and a short story by Mike Zeck and John Beatty. So there you have it. There you have it, guys. You want to know what else is on my wish list? Let's see. There's a ton of stuff. I'll just show you a few things. I don't know why this is on my wish. Oh, I know why this is on. I don't know why this is on my wish list. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about showing that. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, here you go. This is a book. I have. This is on my wish list because Alex Toth drew 2 issues of Time Master, Rip Hunter Time Master. I have one of them. This is the other one. So 2 issues drawn by Alex Toth of Rip Hunter Time Master. First interior work was Zeck for DC. Well, there you have it, guys. Go get it. Oh, that's right. 2 Master of Kung Fu covers at Marvel. I do remember those now, 97 and 98. Those were both fantastic. I need to get those issues. That's about it on my wish list of, like really great stuff. I mean, there's other junk on here, but nothing worth really talking about. So guys, I've been babbling for 1 hour and 9 minutes, believe it or not. Alex Toth, yeah. Have to do a deep dive on Alex Toth one day. So there you have it, guys. Another show in the can. I will be back Monday. I don't know if I'll have time to set up the little promo thing that says what I'm talking about Monday. I might just be literally popping on here live. So hopefully I'll be able to set that up. once again, everybody, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure down Mike Zeck Alley, if you will. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys, really. Please back my campaign if you haven't yet. Got to get that number up there so I can do more stretch goal goodies. So please back the campaign. I'm going to be putting up that video, the re-edited video, so you guys can see that one on here, since it has my voiceover and it shows all the same stuff, just with my voiceover. So please back the campaign. I would appreciate that so much. Guys, you thrill me to death with liking my videos, sharing my videos, and all that stuff. I love it. I love you guys. Please join me again on Monday. Everybody have a great weekend. Chances are none of you are going to be in Savannah, Georgia, but if any of you are in Savannah, Georgia, please come by and say hi. And until Monday, everybody have a great weekend. And I'm always bringing